Well, let me answer the question that everybody's been wanting to ask. And that question is, why did I decide to LSA swap my 3rd gen Camaro IROC-Z, formerly known as IROC-ZL1? Like I've been telling you, IROC-ZL1, I've been saying it since day one. Dragon ZL1, 2014 ZL1 engine. We're getting into the details. 1997 IROC-Z, 1887 IROC-ZL1, Dragon ZL1. So, why did I decide to do that after what you just heard? Let me tell you. Excuse the hair. Part of the reason why, well, the hair is messed up is because I was saving for that. By getting one of these engines, I got it for a good deal. You can get one for $15,000 with the low end miles. I got one with around 130,000 miles on it. And there's a story that goes along with this. With everything great, there's always a story. Let me tell you about this story. Let's say 8 months ago, when I was like starting the car and I was hearing pinging like you heard because there's a bad lift. I wanted to get more power into this, and I was thinking about twin turboing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was supposed to be a twin turbo build. I was gonna go with the Helion twin turbo kit. I decided to go a different route. So brand new or slightly used, you can get one for about 12 to 15 grand. I seen one CTSV go for 10 grand. I had an opportunity a long time ago, I didn't have the money at the time, where somebody was selling an LSA for about $2,000. When they were selling it for $2,000, I was trying to bank with them. I'll hold it. I don't want to see to be LSA swap. I've been announcing that. Somebody came with the cash like 2 months later, and it was like, money talks, BS walks. So you know how that whole saying goes. I decided to take a turn for the left, and somebody paid cash for it, and the down payment that I had got reimbursed to me. I was looking and looking and looking and looking. This just happened. I just came across this out of the blue. I wasn't looking. I wasn't on Facebook Marketplace or anything like that. I wasn't on any of those sites. It just happened to happen on a whim. I told you the story about the baseball bat. I forgot to tell you, I don't know if I think I told you, I don't know what the lid was also cracked. AN fittings, the vibration baseball bat swung and it cracked the lid. I told the guy, it's fine. It's not fine, but it's his kid. I'm not gonna yell at his kid and stuff like that. Same price, but instead of you buying a used lid, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna get you a new lid. So that's great. I had no idea at the time. If I knew at the time, I would have just said, no, I'll keep the old one and figure out some way how to fix it. But right now they're on back order. I had no idea that they were even in back order. Whenever this lid comes, hopefully I'll be done everything what I need to do. Because there's a lot of things that I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna walk you through this episode. Flat off the bat, I'm gonna just tell you right now, I got this LSA for $6,700. $6,700 thanks to the help of good old Joe. You know the thing, right? The thing. I had a good paying job at the time. I still do, but I had another job that was paying about $16.50 an hour, banking up some pretty good savings. I made a deal with him. I was like, look, I'll put as much as I can and just hold it for me. How it happened, talking about ZL1 conversations and stuff like that. Talking about how he had a ZL1, and I was like, oh, come on, I'm looking for a ZL1 in my 3rd gen. And he was like, oh, that's awesome. Me and my wife is about to have twins. And now the time for a race car is not reliable. It's not a good look anymore. Looking to the family life is ZL1 was wrecked. And I'll show you the picture right there. The ZL1 was wrecked, planning to do a 418 stroker or something. It's going for a different type of build. We put 823 heads on instead of the LSA. Yeah, I know. Why would you do that? It's a different type of aluminum, alloy aluminum, but he wanted just a little bit more compression while keeping that rectangular port. He didn't want to get the LS3 heads with 821 heads. Seeing a good thing, we want to get the 821 heads and port and polish those. But after the news, he was doing some stuff to the engine, but not a lot. Just got the news. Twins was on the way, so he decided to keep him on hold. I got twins on the way, and I gotta buy an SUV, and that $6,700 would be a great down payment for an SUV. He got himself a 2018, 2019, some type of Suburban. It was the LT1 with the LT1 in it. Got that. He got that now. It was just crazy how everything happened. I was working at a grocery store. I'm not going to say the grocery store where I'm at. Close people who know me know I work at a grocery store as a part-time gig. Grocery store and the job that I have now, I'm bringing home about $900 a week. Trying to get it up to $1,000 a week. It's not to mention now I have a daily car. If I do DoorDash, that'll put me at $1,000 a week. There's a lot of mods I even showed you that's coming for that. The Terminator Max, Terminator X Max. I'm getting that whole thing. The cam. I'm still doing this one. TSB, MS4 cam. I'm still putting in there. I'm still going to put the 243 heads on this. This is going to be, like I was saying in the video, I'm actually looking for a 410 Gen. I was on the whim watching a lot of Kenny Slides videos, and I was like, that's the 100% dirt build. Whenever I have the time and save up, I'm making money now so I can pay bills, save, I can prioritize really well. Bills, rent, gas for the community car, food, and I can balance a race car. So anybody saying my priorities are not in check, yeah, they are. Right now I'm doing a lot of stuff on my own. It's just crazy how this whole thing is stumbling. I'm still trying to grasp my head about everything what happened. Let me just show you. So as you've seen, you've heard this start, that tick, 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 a lifter. Like I was telling, bad lifter, my fuel pump is not in. My fuel pump is not in because I had to save for that. I had to put some stuff aside. Also was putting fuel through the intake, and you already know how putting fuel through the intake, how that whole thing goes, how it makes it pops. That's why this was popping so much, but I put fuel through here. Let me tell you what I was doing with the LSA. I'm taking apart the block. You can never be too sure. You can never be too sure on things just because somebody said that they worked on it. You never know. I'm going to tear down the block. Changing anything. The only thing that's going to get changed is the cam and the spring valve train. That's the only thing that's going to get changed. Inside, internally, for right now, everything's going to stay the same. Later on, I might go in his direction and make a 418 or make a 427 and machine and rods and pistons and crank and all that. I might do that later. But as far as right now, I want to keep it the way it is. Well, not the way it is, but there's some stuff that I'm doing. As you can see, I'm porting this out. What you're seeing is the rough part right now. You're seeing is the rough part. You're not seeing the clean build. You're not seeing the clean stuff. The reason why I'm doing it on top of here is because I'm taking apart the block anyway. Any little pieces of metal and stuff like that is already going to be cleaned anyway. I'm going to clean it, line hone it, everything. New rings in, gap them the size. Everything should be ready to go, ready to rock. So I'm going to ask people who I'm going to need help from this. I'm porting this out. It's 102. It's a smooth finish. You can see it may not look like it's smooth, but it's smooth right here, and I'm porting it out as I think this is a spring. This is also getting changed to a solid isolator. Do a pulley down. I'm going to go for a 255 pound pulley. Of course, you know I'm going to get this new thing. That's what I'm going to go with. I like this because this one here, that's like a 2 thing right here. You can leave this on here and you can pull this off. You can change that. And inside the runners, I haven't touched it yet, but inside the runners, I'm going to port and polish that. The heads, I'm also going to port and polish as well. Yeah, I'm getting a different type of sandpaper. Well, 80 through 80, 120, 240, 320. And so on and so forth until it reaches like 3,000. I'm getting a lot. I'm getting about 150 of them. I'm going to repaint this car as well. I want to do it the right way this time, from the top and work my way to the bottom instead of work my way from the bottom to the top. I really messed myself up, as you can see. It's going to go inside of a Trans Am, 4th generation. Yeah, how he wrecked it. He was driving once, drunk driver, of course. So those who are drunk drivers, anything that happens to you, I'm sorry, you deserve it. Don't drink and drive. He was driving with his wife. This was I think he said a 1996 Ford pickup. Bang, the T-bone, just bang, and hit the back of it. Before he knew about the twins, he was going to rebuild his bracket, and he was sourcing out parts on how much it was going to cost. He's a do-it-yourselfer guy, just like I am, so he rebuild everything. First came to shove, twins is on the way. He needed an SUV, more family efficient. So he decided that he sold the body. It would have been great if I would have caught the body. I caught the body along with it. And there's a lot of like suspension rear end on inside, like a lot of stuff I could have took from, but including transmission. The TR6060 is already sold. Caught that by surprise. $6,700 later, here we are. The LSA swapped 3rd generation Camaro, IROC-ZL1, as we all know. Yeah. IROC-ZL1 engine, IROC-ZL1. ZL1. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to be taking that off, of course, because it's no longer 6.0. It's going to be 6.2 supercharged. 6.2. Now I gotta get a new one of these clusters as well. I gotta get an additional cluster for the boost gauge. Not to mention, because Holly Terminator has a wideband, so I'm gonna be putting the widebands onto the boost gauge with the computer, 3-inch touchscreen computer, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Later on, I'm gonna tell you this now. Later on, I'm gonna get weld wheels. Suspension is gonna be done. Stage 4 suspension. I don't want this gap here. I want this to come down to about here. Picture it like this. Just enough to put like a finger or two in, like that. It's perfect. I don't need a ride like that, because you hit a bump. We don't live in California, Pennsylvania. There's bumps everywhere. In fact, there's just showing you. There's even bumps in my damn driveway. California. So that stand stuff. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. Regarding the LSA, you move this down. It's down to here. We'll move that down. Yeah, so this in here, and this is going in a 410 Trans Am. I kind of want a WS6 body. I don't know. I kind of want a WS6 body. It is what it is, you know. If I come across it, I do. If I don't, whatever. It'll be LSU swapped. So. For the holidays, I also got to find a way to do this, because as you know, my stuff is a push button start. You know, you flick this, and you flick it up, and hit that, and come in and start it just like that. And see how there was no pops, because it was already settling at the thing, so it starts right up. It just has a bad lifter. You got to take the heads up. I'll do all that when I'm doing the cam. Speaking about cam swap, divide that and put it on here. When I go to swap in the cam, I don't have to take apart that harmonic balancer. I can just take the front end off, swap the cam, and then put it back and then seal it back up. That's beautiful. I like that. I like that. Whoever made that design is amazing, bro. LSA 3rd gen. Yeah, LSA swap 3rd gen, man. It's about time. It's about time. I said I'm not going to, but due to the fact that what you just heard, to see how it sounds, I actually enjoy and like that sound. I want bigger headers, but for right now, I actually am going to keep those headers. I'm not going to keep I'm going to just pull it out and then put that in. But what I'm going to do to this, tear this down, clean it up, bind home, clean it up, do the stuff. You see the porting. The max, like I said, the max I want is 800 wheel. I had to look it up again. It's 700 wheel at the drive shaft. The drive shaft can hold. We push the drive shaft a little bit to its limits. Hopefully it doesn't snap, but if it does, I know why. Of course, last but not least, people are like, why are you building this and you didn't even do the main important thing? Main important thing is this. The rear end. Either the Strange 9-inch, a Dana Moser, gonna go with that as well. Lowered, so not bag, but lowered and boosted. Lowered street car. Essentially what's gonna have with a better paint job. Last but not least, the thing that I can do before I even drive it, get a new windshield, because this windshield is cracked up here all the way around. So I have to get a new windshield. So whenever that happens, it happens. Letting you know that yes, now you can see now that the Camaro is going to be LSA swapped. Yeah, the Camaro is going to be LSA swapped. I'm just waiting on the lid, waiting on the thing for the top here, and I'm waiting for the ZL1 lid. So in back order, I seen he sent me the tracking number and stuff like that. Since it's on back order, since we're currently waiting. So since we are waiting, hopefully everything is right. Like when I'm done, everything is ported and polished, and everything is dropped in, and I have the harness, the Holley Terminator Max, and everything's all connected. Only thing I could do is the lid, the coolant lines that comes from the ZL1 lid, and we'd be ready to go. Should already be hooked up to the transmission. Do this time, because I'm gonna get a cherry picker. What I'm gonna do this time is I'm taking the transmission. You're gonna see one of those videos again. Taking the transmission out, and I'm putting the transmission in here the correct way. I'm gonna connect it like this outside of the engine, and then I'm just gonna drop it in. I gotta jack this up so it'll be an easy slide in, but I'm gonna just slide it in and connect that. So that's what I'm gonna do with that. Accessory drive. So well, I have to get a different water pump. The alternator, like this whole steering thing, all of that is being on here. The whole that part here going up here, that's gonna go up here like that. Catch can is the only problem. I don't think I'll be able to do that there, because if you can see there, that's right there. If you look at it there, it's on the side of the head. It's right there. There's other things that goes there. So we're gonna see. I don't know, but we're gonna try. If not, I gotta figure out some way how to route it. The bolts here. Maybe if I can put this bolt here, like slide it down that way so it's down there, and slide it over a bolt, and try to find some way how to actually keep it in place so it doesn't move. I'll configure my own bracket, keep it like looking like that, but move it out. We'll figure it out. And this reservoir also has to be changed, because if I have the reservoir there, it's going to be in the way of the snout, which this has to be lowered down or moved over. And as you can see, it's right along with the head. It'll be right here. So like I said, what I'm gonna do with that, I might have to do with this and move that over a little bit, or make my own bracket without that conflicting with the belt, or like push it out so it doesn't conflict with the belt. I'm keeping this Y intake, by the way. I'm doing something. I'm getting another one. This one is going to go in the Trans Am, but I'm making another one as well. I'm making a new one as well, and it's going to be a little bit wider, but it's still going to be the Y pipe. So picture the Y pipe like this, and just picture it right there, and it's still going to be there. Sorry, my neighbors pulled up in there just playing some music. But yeah, that's what's going to happen. I'll come back to you when the music stops. All right, the music stopped, and that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, LSA, baby. LSA. Tilt up the butterfly valve. 100 horsepower. Poured and polished. Everything. It should be the additional 100 horsepower. So the 600, that's 700 without the cam. Put in the cam. Should be an additional maybe like 50, 60. E85. Smaller pulley to get more boost. A little bit more compression. 15% stop, because I'm doing the bigger pulley up here and the smaller pulley. Plus, not to mention, there's a trick that you can do with the spark plugs. The dual timing chain of 1 snaps, and plus, not to mention, this fuel rail is already like that fuel rail is a better fuel rail than this one anyway to begin with. Yeah, guys. That's all I can actually say about this. So hope you like it. So guys, if you like the content of this video, this is what I was using to hold it, by the way. If you like the content of this video, be sure to give this video a big old thumbs up, because I wanted to talk about the history of where this engine came from, because to some people are like, whoa, where the hell did this even come from? Well, like I said, I've been holding that secret out on you for a while, guys. It's been a secret for a while. It's been here for a while. I had to move. I had to move it in a few places, but all in all, it's been here for a while. And for those who are my closest friends who know, well, some of my closest friends, it showed the supercharger, but the funny thing is, I didn't show the whole engine. I took the supercharger off the engine, and it's like, hey, the supercharger's here. To make it look like, and I was trying to find another block as well. I was actually I came across an LS3. Well, I showed you earlier before though, but I came across the LS3, and I was going to be like, get an LS3 on top of that and sell that, and put that stuff on the LS3. Well, minus the intake manifold, but yeah, but it was sold. It was $600. LS3 for $600. That's a steal. You don't believe me? Here's that again. But yeah, $6,700 is what I paid for this. Let me show you. Now, like I said, for Corey, 2014 Camaro ZL1 LSA engine. I forgot to mention the $50. The $6,750. His name is Zach, by the way. But yeah, that's how much I paid for it. You know how much I paid for it, where I got it from, the history, where it came from, the whole access of me, how I got it, the money that it took to get it, and stuff, and what I'm gonna do, what's going on with stage 4. This is still stage 4. I wanted to go this way anyway. But this is now we're making things happen. What T.I. say? Big things popping, little things stopping. Yeah, big things popping, little things stopping. But anyway, guys, like I told you, the road to 800 wheel. People are like, "Oh my gosh, you actually did it! You actually did it!" The LSA swap 3rd gen Camaro. Actually, not even saying. I'm just gonna say. Good enough. I'm trying to picture a title here. LSA swap 1987 IROC-Z Camaro, or IROC-ZL1. Yeah, IROC-ZL1. So that's the title. But anyway, guys, enough talking here. I gave you a cold start and give you a couple of revs. But now that that's in play, I'm working on that. While I'm working on that, I'm also going to be working on this. While I'm working on this, I'm doing a lot of things at once, in case you didn't know. And there's some news coming for the Mustang as well. You know me with my news. If I'm talking about that there's news coming, then if there's news coming, then I'm doing it. Because I'm at a position where I can do it. And I'm also looking for a truck. I think I got a problem. Anyway, guys, I hope you like this video. Be sure to stay tuned for more videos coming along in the future. Rep that America. Rep that America. Give it a thumbs up for America. Anyway, guys, be sure to keep your TZ all the way to the end, guys. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Be sure to follow God, because without God, none of this, including this, is even possible, guys. So follow God first and foremost. He works for me. Hopefully he works for you. 1 John chapter 16. Here you go. Bible verse of the day. Comment Bible verse if you... Well, not comment. Comment one love if you watched it this far. You're a real one if you do. And in the future, I'll remember these. When my channel gets bigger, I'll remember you guys. So when there's like things happening, you should be in one of my videos. I'll remember you. It doesn't matter if you're in California. I will travel out to California to see you. I'm going to be making more gaming videos too. So stay tuned with me. So, yeah. Gotta make some Mustang content somehow. So yeah, follow Dragon ZL1's channel. Follow the multi-channel. All the links are down below in the description. Yes. Follow all the links down in the description down below. Take care and have a great day, guys. Have a great day.